Beautiful song there by Famia. Beautiful, amazing lyrics. So if you take your time and listen to the song by Famia, all it preaches is hope. All it preaches is patience. All it preaches is diligence. And it tells us that, look, take your time. Whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're chasing, whatever it is that you're working towards, Bochidi, Jigbodi, Nyabotre, Samuan Kuri, Pansolo, Jikanyiti. At the right time, things would work out. And so relax, just put in the work. Chibia, poppy champagne, maybe. What I say? Maybe I know to cook in the Sprite. Very soon, we'll be poppy champagne, maybe. Today is the 9th day of June. That's the year 2026. And you're welcome to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Eura Adams Karim, and as usual, myself and my colleagues will be serving you the best of breakfast here on this platform, where we bring to you issues that matter most to you, and we discuss them dispassionately without fear or favor, because this is the only platform where we go all out for you. Let's quickly take a look at issues making rounds in our country today, and then of course after that we'll walk through our weather, and then I can share my word of motivation with you before I invite my colleagues to join us this morning. And so what's happening in Ghana today? His Excellency the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, was in Belarus, and of course while in Belarus he signed 4 MOUs, of course after engaging the President of Belarus, Lukashenko, at the Palace of Independence in Minsk that took place yesterday. Of course, the President as well released a statement yesterday banning all CEOs and ministers from accepting questionable awards where we are unable to ascertain the modus of reaching the winners of the awards. So His Excellency the President, in a letter signed by the Secretary to the President, Dr. Callistus Mahama, yesterday banned government appointees from participating in any kind of award scheme without approval from the office of the President. In fact, paragraph 7 of that particular letter or statement that was released yesterday by the Secretary to the President on behalf of the President is what has caught a lot of attention out there, because it categorically states that in due time, in due course, the presidency would rate, appointees, and that would inform if some would be retained, if some would be reshuffled, if some would be sacked, or otherwise would see or reassigned. We'll see what happens in due time, but that was contained in the statement by the Secretary to the President on behalf of the President of the Republic of Ghana. Some good news yesterday, of course, Central Oil is hoping to start exporting refined petroleum products within the West African sub-region. Yesterday, the Minister for Energy was there among some of the energy couples to officially mark this occasion. His Excellency the President, we are hoping, is set to cut salt for phase 2 of the refinery project on June 24, and that's in a few weeks to come. NADMO has urged residents to report weak buildings for engineering assessments. And so if you live in a community where there's suspicion that some building does not meet the integrity tests, please do well to report to NADMO so that the needful will be done. Some over 70-year-old building was demolished in Osu yesterday over similar concerns, and so please, let's do well to do that. I already talked about Centura Refinery taking delivery of 1 million barrels of Jubilee crude for local processing. It means we are adding value to our crude oil now. We're saying bye-bye to taking crude oil out there for processing. We're doing that here in Ghana now. And today, the Land Minister launches Responsible Cooperative Mining Initiative for the Achim Kotoku community in the eastern region of Ghana. We have 250-bed Sewa Regional Hospital expected to be completed before end of this year. That's from the Ministry of Health. And of course, the KMA has introduced the Saman sanitation guards to tackle filth in Kumasi. If you're growing up, you had we used to say sama sama. You had summer, you were scared because you needed to keep your surroundings clean, weed your compound, weed around your house, make sure that there's no litter anywhere around. Thankfully, we are bringing all of that back, and then let's see how that goes. The GFA president says they are doing everything possible to win the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Yeah, of course, we would love that as Ghanaians, and we're looking forward to that as well. We must win this and bring it home. And so, GFA president, we are supporting you, full nyanya. Just go out there and do the needful. Make Ghanaians happy and make Ghanaians proud. Shame the people who say that we only play the 3 matches and come back home. Shame them. GFA, we beg you in the name of God. The players. Shame everybody. Our weather this morning, temperatures at 25 degrees Celsius here in Abelengpe, in the nation's capital of Accra. 25 degrees Celsius, that's what the temperature for this morning is. Of course, the highest that the temperature would go to would be 27 to 29 degrees Celsius, and it will remain low at 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. We are experiencing light showers presently as we speak. This morning is drizzling in some parts of Accra, and it's going to remain this way till about 10-11 a.m. today. And so, as usual, I would advise that if it's not necessary, if you've got nothing doing outside, it's better to stay at home. If you live in a flood-prone area and you're not so sure what havoc or damage the rains might cause, maybe you might as well start looking for a place to run to before the rains descend heavily. But that's what the weather looks like for today. My word of motivation this morning is from Fatima Mia. And Fatima Mia says, the only way to survive is to fight for what you believe in and to keep hope alive. The only way to survive is to fight for what you believe in and to keep hope alive. And this one is self-explanatory. It is straight to the point. It is simple as it is, that if you want to survive in this life, then you must fight for what you believe in. If you don't believe in anything, then I don't know what you're doing here. That's the only way you can survive. You must fight for what you believe in. This is what I believe in. This is what I stand by. These are my principles. And you stand by it. And you fight for it. And you do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise, because that is what you believe in. And so you must stick to those guts. You must stick to those principles. That's how you survive. So whatever it is that you believe in, if you believe you're on track and you're doing the right thing, keep going. Fight for it. Fight to defend your position. That's how you survive. There's a survival of the fittest. We are in a jungle. And in a jungle, the strongest survive. So you must fight and let everybody know that this is my position. This is where I stand. This is where I belong. That's how you survive. And while you're fighting for what you believe in, you must keep hope alive. You must not despair. You must not lose hope. You must not give up. You ought to be optimistic that whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm working on, ebeyeye, very soon you will pop champagne. Please, when we are done, bring back that song again, I beg you. So, for you to survive in this life, Fatima Mia is saying that you must fight for whatever it is that you believe in. And you must keep hope alive. That's my word of motivation for you this morning on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Stay with us. There's more for you after this.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Well, not too long ago, the great President John Mahama went to the United Nations and spoke for my people of Jamaica and the Caribbean and the Americas. And you said, we are not looking a handout, but recognition of what took place in the transatlantic slave trade. I thank you, my president. I am a child who suffer from this. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. And tonight I sing a song to go along with your mission of reparations. Not a handout, but to acknowledge. But we're gonna do it not just reggae style, we're gonna do it high life. A high life remix by me, Graham Smargan of Morgan Heritage. Oh, President Mahama, I thank you for saying what you said at the United Nations. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Zimbabwe, not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Hello. Across the ocean, torn from the land. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But Jah light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come, yeah. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, but exposing them both. Now a new day of justice is born. Africa crying out loud. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, I give you strength. From Ghana to Zimbabwe, we thank you for holding the way. We say, Mahama, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. I say from Jamaica right to Accra. Now a new day of justice is born. Play it, Lord. Across the ocean, I was torn from the land. There was chains on my feet, whip in the hand. But Jah light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Mahama, Africa, and the Caribbean as one. Now a new day justice is born. Papa Mahama, Africa is crying out. Now a new day of justice is born. I love you. Much love from Jamaica. Ooh yeah. We say Mahama, justice must come. Now a new day of justice is born. We say Mahama, justice must come, yeah. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations.
Welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe, and yes, we are here in our numbers. Yedoso. We are back again to serve you the very best of breakfast on TV. Eura Adams Karim is here with me, as well as Efo Randy Haji. He's also here. So, Eura, good morning.
Charlie, I do like another day. The usual
I said good morning. Okay, I did like another.
I do like another day.
Okay, how's the enjoyment?
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. How's the enjoyment?
Oh, Charlie, by the grace of God, enjoyment is enjoying.
It's going on well.
Oh, by the grace of God, as you are alive, dear, enjoyment will enjoy.
Cash.
You know, the enjoyment, it comes in different forms and styles and kinds. And so it depends on
expansion.
You know, your definition of enjoyment.
Okay, so let us know types of enjoyment, classifications of enjoyment.
Oh, me,
examples.
My kind of enjoyment would be the kind of enjoyment where, you know, I'm okay in my heart and in my mind that whatever it is that is happening in my life, I'm grateful to God.
Right.
That is enjoyment.
Okay.
What you say? It's just that if you use Omega to come and meet Omega Shia, then you understand.
You know who's Omega Hoo. Okay.
Thank you for the word so sweet. But we did. I mean, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're fine. You know, really good weather in the last few days. You know
what?
It's not been hot.
I wasn't excited yesterday.
Okay.
Why? Because we needed sun on Saturday. The sun didn't come.
Okay.
We needed sun on Sunday. The sun didn't show up. The Monday that we have come to work, the sun is shining for what?
I know, right?
When we need sun,
we need shine.
Shine to shine our towels.
The shine didn't shine the towels.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it.
So why?
Oh.
I get it. I get it.
Anyway, it is well. It is well, but
it is what it is.
people are still swimming in the water and things.
We have to buy canoe and speedboat for some of them. Where the matter reach. I'm sure that right now we have to even go and see cruise people lakeside. They can come and put a vessel there.
No way.
So that Charlie, this rainy season there, understand, we'll be having ocean vibes. Right now in Accra, when you rent, we give you free ocean view. Free of charge. yeah. Wicked landlords.
It's funny how now there's no safe place again.
No.
Including Kwame Nkrumah's Tema.
Everywhere. I'm telling you. Everywhere.
It go be you.
Because we have chosen to be greedy. Me, I won't stop saying it.
I know.
The greed.
It's just too much. Just
what's killing us. Young man.
I've forgotten he's here. How are you?
Why would you forget he's here?
How are you too?
I'm fine. The way your eyes, did you sleep? Did you sleep?
So which one do I respond to? She's asking the question.
Mine is not a question. Mine is a statement.
What's your statement?
Yes,
What does that mean?
You reply Karim first.
Boka. How are you?
What's your question?
How are you?
I'm fine.
How was your night?
It was okay.
Your voice and your eyes doesn't look like it was okay. Where did you go?
I'm suspecting that new place you have moved to, there's some bad company in that area.
Because interestingly, the area is just like Ajingano. Yeah. So once you enter your house, you are in your room.
Are you sure?
It doesn't matter.
You don't move out.
Doesn't matter. There's still there's still the likelihood that there's bad company around.
Charlie, you are around people who them are puppies. If they carry them go school, the only time you see them is the car is back home.
Charlie.
So which bad company?
Charlie, that kind of lifestyle, is not healthy at all.
You don't go see anybody around though.
It's not.
The only time you hear noise is when the dogs are barking. Whoa.
Some dog with my neighborhood there.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Terrible, right?
The dog they worry.
But I don't understand why those dogs. Is when human beings want to sleep. That is when they become active. No meaning.
I feel like that's when they are. I mean, they are security alertness.
So they should be quiet and do their security job. Then why?
But the barking is also part of the security check. It drives people away.
They don't give them sardine before.
And so those dogs don't go out. They're always inside. Who will give it sardine?
You go out.
Sardine is for meow.
You'll be in your house and they'll throw the sardine.
Sorry.
I haven't seen anything yet.
But guys, there's something going on in the country.
In fact, there are a lot of things going on in the country.
Okay, yeah, there are a lot of things, but I'm particularly interested in this one.
Okay.
There's a video circulating on social media where a senior high school teacher at Ninehini, there's a pronunciation,
Catholic.
yeah, SHS,
In the Ashanti region.
beating up one female student.
Did he beat up the student or they fought?
But in the video, when
We let us see the video so we can judge for ourselves.
well,
Whether somebody beat somebody or they fought.
there was a fight, yes, but I think the teacher overpowered the student.
Two grown adults are two grown adults are fighting now.
Charlie, let's have the sound to it. You feel it. Please add the sound to it and let's hear the sound.
So,
you like it.
Who is in the red and who is in the white?
The student is the one in the red.
Give us sound, please. Yay.
Karim.
God forgive me. Wait, though. You're saying this is teacher and student fight?
Yes.
So who is the teacher, who is the student?
The teacher is the man in the shirt, white shirt.
In the white shirt. And the student is?
The one wearing the PE kit, red.
So it's male versus female? The teacher don't ferry, I mean ferry ni
And that's one ferry, I mean ferry pass. Do you know the cause of the fight has still not been established?
Exactly.
But
no, but you
people are out there calling for the head of the teacher. Come on.
No, me too. I'll call for the head of the teacher.
Why would you call for the head of the teacher?
You see, when you are put in a position of authority, you must exercise extra restraint.
So the student should beat him.
I understand, but you see, even Jesus says that when they slap you on the right cheek, you must turn the left cheek for them to slap.
We have been in this country and students have mobbed up to beat teachers.
I understand, granted.
What is the justice that have been put in place?
Karen,
have the teachers gotten justice?
Karen, if your father annoys you like whatever in this world,
I can't beat my father.
Will you fight your father?
If he's bringing his son, you can hold it.
So if you could beat your father,
I can't beat my father.
I'm just saying. So if you could beat your father, you fight your father.
If I can beat himself, I can beat him.
Exactly. So you see, our teachers are the representatives of our parents in our schools.
Okay.
You understand? And so we must accord them every respect that is necessary.
Okay.
I hope you're getting my point. In that case, as teachers too, once we see ourselves as parents and in a position where we must serve as good examples to students, I don't have to engage in a physical fight or in a brawl with a student when I know that at the end of the day, I still have the utmost authority to be able to mete out punishment to the student. I don't know if you're getting my point.
I do.
Of course, if you want to look at it from a certain point, you say that, okay, this will serve as a deterrent to the other students to understand that, Charlie, if you misbehave, your teachers have wrestling skills up their sleeves into your bedroom. But I think that irrespective of whatever the case may be, the teacher should have exercised a little restraint, especially owing to the fact that he's a male teacher and the student is a female student.
Yeah.
You understand? If it was man to man at some point, I understand that sometimes you have to put everything aside and let the boy understand that he's a boy and you're a man. That one he did. But this is male teacher, female students. Whatever, Randy, stop, Claire, give him water to drink. Whatever the issues may be, I think that the teacher should have exercised restraint. What's going to happen today or tomorrow is that irrespective of who was right and who was wrong, they would both receive some punishments at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The teacher perhaps might even receive a higher, punishment as compared to the student.
For what?
I know a lot of people would not agree with me, but I'm saying that if you are put in a position of authority, you must always exercise some amount of restraint. And I would have expected that the teacher would have exercised that amount of restraint. If I were in his shoes, I will do the same. I hope you're getting my point. We've not been able to establish the motivation for this particular fight that we are seeing. What happened? What triggered it? Who is at fault and what have you? But like I've always said, you see, sometimes it pays to be kind than to be right. So let me leave it at that.
It pays to be right than to be kind.
It pays to be kind
than to be right. See, whether it pays to be kind than to be right or whatever. Randy,
Karim,
today I want to put my feet in the shoes of my colleague teachers.
Yeah, I wish they can raise the cameras for you and I, so we stand and share our views on this issue.
Because see, we are in this country. Why aren't we here when some boys went to gang up to beat some teachers?
What are you talking about?
And they went to make them pay 5,000 Ghana cedis each and things. What happened to the teacher that they beat? Was any compensation meted out to him? No. We've been here. Village students have ganged up to be teachers. Some have even died in the process. Has anything been done to them? No.
So because of that, you should allow teachers to
you should allow teachers to beat the students, but the students too shouldn't feel that they can be beating the teachers. Teachers' lives are at stake.
No, I understand you, but
now allow now to conclude.
Come on,
you are done.
teachers' lives are at stake.
Please.
Please. Whether kindness or being right or whatever, you provoke the teacher to whichever degree it is, and you will see that there are some girls standing, the daughters of Jezebel. Daughters and sisters of Jezebel. I'm sure they are part of the.
But they are not correct. You watch for teacher to beat your colleague like this, so and you'll be there.
And they show your bar.
So you see, let me take it from that.
They shouted on your bar.
Let me take it from that Oba part. I feel it's even an insult to Oba whenever there is an issue, and they tend to say because she's a woman. Do you get the point I'm building? It's even a negative one to you. If the girl had overpowered the teacher, what would have been the story this morning?
One man down.
And I'll take it from what Karim mentioned again. That in our society, it is said that a child does not fight the father. Regardless. What kind of society are we building for ourselves? The question we should even be asking is, what would warrant or what would give that locus impetus to a student to physically stand in the face or the presence of a teacher and exchange blows, regardless what? Now, at my age, where you and I are, my teacher, the teacher who taught me back in basic school, even if he is talking to me, I stand in front of him, I will stand in front of him with all respect, with my hands at the back. That's how they brought us up. The parent of this girl should bow their heads in shame. Their daughter has gone out there to embarrass them, to bring disgrace to the family. First of all, let's get that clear. Let's know that the girl had no right. Let me condemn the video, the act of the teacher. In as much as we will say he ought to have maintained restraint. He ought to have acted professionally. Yeah. Which maybe GES or Ministry of Education will ascertain later when investigations are done. But I am saying that the man has every right to self-defense.
Exactly.
He has every right to... Look, it was luck. Else that girl would have beaten him blue-black. If you watch the video very well, it got to a point, the girl nearly outwitted him, overpowered him. It took that muscle to beat that girl. But I'm saying, what would even warrant a student to do this silly thing? Yeah. With all due respect. And people are calling for the head of this teacher. My God.
Oh, I'm not.
Where were we in this country when students mop up? They got groups. They called friends to beat teachers. Where are those students? Not once, not twice. I remember my father back in Jolo Secondary School. He had a friend back in school. The teacher had a problem with normal issues. The guy came to school in the class late. They asked him to walk out as part of punishment. And this is not like 2010 matter I'm talking about, way back. They walked the guy out. The guy went to town, came back with stones. Teacher was writing on the board. By the time the teacher turned, wham!
No way.
Fortunately, his arm or his hand was able to block that stone. Else it would have been straight to his face. That arm got broken. Who paid for it? Where is that student? He's walking freely in town. Those of you who know Jolo so well, you know this story. So many years ago, we're in this country, when students gathered to beat up teacher mercilessly. Who spoke about it? Who said something about it? Where are those students? We say, well, when we are Akora, they are kids. What kind of generation are we building for ourselves? That we think that these things should be tolerated. And I like the fact that the guy didn't even beat him he whipped the ass, the buttocks. Yes. And that is discipline enough. You said it, that 2 adults fought. I mean, the girl is not a kid. That girl should be above 16 years. He's not a kid. That teacher, and you see the kind of teachers we are breeding these days, How old is now? I'm sorry, I'm using you as an example, but look at the kind of teachers we are churning out these days. Young 22, teachers. 25, 26. So they are almost the same generation.
So yeah, me boom.
I can't always be beat. You can't always be beating me, and I always cry foul, and nothing is done about it. From what I gathered with this video is that I think they ought to pay some fees.
Okay.
Either hostel fees or something, whatever.
Okay.
But you know how indisciplined, disrespectful some of these girls are, some of these students are. Okay. They think they have everything to themselves, so they don't give a hoot to what teachers say. Yeah. The indiscipline is too much in our schools.
But you know,
Karim,
we fuel a lot of this indiscipline.
That is fair.
And I would come to
when it comes to you, you say that. But I'm saying that, look, let nobody. I'll be so disappointed and hurt if GES takes a decision that will go a long way to affect this teacher.
Oh, they will reprimand.
I'll be so reprimand him. Reprimand him. But when you take that decision of either interdicting, sacking him eventually, I'll be so disappointed and hurt. And maybe the guy should go to court and seek redress if there is any need for that. These are adults who fought. So the police should take care of it.
I don't think
public disturbance. Take them to court.
I don't think it will get to the point where he'll be sacked.
Karim, the indiscipline, the disrespect towards teachers. I said it the last time here that apart from teachers, it is Ghana National Fire Service personnel who suffer disrespect in this country. Yeah. How dare you? Who born dog to stand in front of your teacher and say you are fighting him? You a girl.
You be the who?
And you see, you do this rubbish and come back and play the gender fight. Yeah. Or then you sing the gender chorus that or Yoba. So they said it. And the guy told them that hey Yoba, say she's Oba. Who named say Yoba? Before she was fooling and you guys sat aloof and watched her fool. Teacher, in as much as I feel there could be a different way of handling this situation. Me, Randy Haji, sitting here, I support you 100% with my cement blocks. 500 bags of cement.
Jata cement?
Yes, Jata cement. Hey. Karim, I am asking. Look, you can disagree with me and say all kinds of things. Yeah. I have a daughter in UHAS. Okay. I gave her good training. So before you even question whether I am a parent or not, I am a proud father.
Of a
university student. Yes. And my daughter will not misbehave like this. Hell no. She won't go out and do this. No, said them will not do this.
So, Randy, I get.
How are you nurturing your daughter? How are you training your kids at home?
I get you.
What?
I get your point. And all.
Let nobody tolerate this rubbish.
I get your point and all of the concerns.
I am done. I won't talk again.
Hey, oh boy, you talk. Oh boy, you talk. I understand your concerns. Okay. And all of that. And all of the things that you have said have pointed to the fact that, yeah, sometimes you for crack the whip. You need to take the bull by the horn. But what I'm saying is that whatever it is, whatever challenge may be, we must, as people in authority, always exercise a certain amount of restraint.
Wow.
I mean, it's not a secret that we are seeing a lot of indiscipline, especially in our schools today. Now, senior high schools, Bobo, is creeped into our junior high schools. That's why universities cry that we don't go there again. And I say that we fuel a lot of this indiscipline that we are seeing today. One, parents no longer have time for their children. Everybody gets up and they are out there chasing money. They are working 9 to 5 or 8 to 5. They are hustling. They are looking for money to give their kids the life that they deserve. So they no longer care what the kids are learning when they go out, because they only see the kids in the morning and sometimes in the evening. Sometimes they don't even see them. They only see them in the morning. And that's it. And they don't care. Two, parents are sitting at home and hoping that their kids' teachers should be the one reprimanding their kids and training their kids. I told you there was a day I went to my nephew's school. I was in the headmistress' office and another parent came to complain to the headmistress, said, Nebani misbehavior with Yentino, China, the neighbor school, woman discipline a man. I'm like, you that you chim the bar and woo the bar, you cannot discipline the bar. You should take a third party to discipline the bar for you. Then we have a problem. In the case of most of our schools, maybe let me pick it from senior high schools, to the university level, especially with male and female, male teachers and female students, relationships. Some of the teachers, sorry, but you call some of these things for yourselves. Your interactions with the students, your utterances with the students, how you behave with the students. Some of you, when you see small things, then the brain, everything vanishes.
Students, what's nice?
Should be there. Have you heard of Akonoboni?
They should tame it.
So that's what I'm saying. So we allow some of these things. You must set certain boundaries that students will not be able to cross. In some schools, some students may never understand, but that's why we have some teachers. When you see them say, where do you answer? Where do you understand? Because they have chosen to set certain boundaries. And so you can't try it. Dagomba say, "Ako to bossle." Untumi susu. You understand? Yeah. Whatever the issue might have been, I think that the teacher should have exercised restraint, even if the student is the one who hits first. And then, you see, you make your case sweet. But right now, you spoil the case.
Karim.
I'm coming. Right now, you spoil the case. You see, the debate is now, teacher is right, student is right. I don't know if you're getting it. But if you had exercised restraint, everybody will say, as for this one. So whatever punishment will be meted out to the student, it might as well have been severe. Now, if they are going to punish, they now have to punish both of you.
Yeah.
And they will now have to vary it and look at it. I don't know if you're getting my point. When you could have avoided all of these. It's as simple as that. That's why I'm saying that sometimes, it pays to be kind than to be right. And I'm sure that all of us at a certain point in time in our lives have been faced with similar challenges where we chose the peaceful route in resolving issues and not getting into the violent bit. That's why remember I always tell you that whatever it is that you do in this life, always let this one lead you. If you follow this one, This one is the most foolish part of the human body. This one, if you follow it, you are doomed.
It's not.
So,
Karim, even Jesus Christ, at a point in time, ignored restraint. Yeah. And I'll give you an example. When he went to the chapel,
and what happened afterwards?
Whatever happened doesn't really matter. No, I am not concerned about what happened.
It matters. No,
I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, they matter.
And you use the word sometimes. What about the other times? There gets to a point, or there comes a time in everyone's life. Now, you may not be able to tolerate that rubbish, that nonsense again. You would want to react.
Yeah.
Every day, somebody's attacking now. Every day it is now, and now it says, oh, because I'm a professional teacher, I am this. I keep quiet. Every day, callers call into the show and they are attacking now. Now post a picture on Facebook and everybody, every day they are attacking her. You think now doesn't have the right to react? Now react and you say she's being unprofessional? The teacher is a human being first of all.
Granted.
The teacher is young.
Granted.
He is human. He has blood and flesh.
So he's enjoying useful exuberance.
Exactly the point. It happens. And you see, that's why we say that we didn't even know what probably might have led to this confrontation.
Exactly.
But why are we saying the teacher should exercise restraint?
Because we don't.
How about the student?
Because we
why
don't.
Are we not holding the girl responsible for your bag? But that's what they said.
That is what they said.
This girl is above 16 years. So Akora, it is not right for Akora to see the eyes of a senior man like this. Karim, I'll not agree with you on this.
Even if
the point I even want to make is that even if people are saying that, and I have read Kofi Asari, right?
Yeah.
People are taking the whole thing from discipline aspect.
Yes.
And I am saying that leave discipline. The teacher did not go in there to discipline the girl.
You want to beat her?
They fought. No, who beat who? Who beat who in this video?
Beat the girl.
4-5.
The teacher floor.
4-5.
The teacher floor.
4-6. 3-4. No, so the difference is just 1-1-1-1.
The teacher
so
floor.
out of the judges, 3 judges that's it.
Didn't you see the?
I am saying that.
Didn't you see the 180-10 the teacher did with the student?
No, but on a more serious note.
On
a more serious note.
It's a different matter.
This cannot be described as discipline.
I'm saying that.
So discipline part is out. Let's take the discipline part. Yes, if we want to punish the teacher for maybe playing a role of a disciplinarian, then we can question this. But I'm saying that the teacher did not go in there to discipline that girl.
They went to fight.
They went to fight.
So as a teacher,
the teacher went to request for something.
Why would you go and fight your student?
But will you get up and fight?
No,
what would that? So let's find out what really pushed the fight.
Why would you go and fight your student?
What led to the fight?
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
No.
So you said the teacher only went there to beat the girl.
I'm saying that.
How about the other girls who recorded the video? Why did the teacher not beat them?
They cried. They are more foolish.
Why did the teacher not fight with any of them? Why you, Ajwa? Every day, Ajwa, they tell you are very disrespectful. Ajwa won't bad.
Are you there?
Ajwa won't bad.
Are you there?
It is a clear example, Karim. Let's put jokes aside. I always tell you that character is like pregnancy.
That one there, yes.
No matter what, at the 9th month, it will show. Everybody will see.
It's like puncher.
Even if nobody sees it, when you go to deliver, everybody will know that, oh, Kofi or Ajwa, you have given birth.
And I'm saying,
that is it. She has taken her silly attitude from the house to school.
I'm saying that, Randy, it doesn't matter.
Don't support this girl.
No, I'm not. You're not getting my point.
Don't support this girl.
At no point have I supported
your child will not behave this way. Okay. Your sisters will not behave this way.
Dare not.
You were brought up well.
They dare not.
You were trained well. That is why you will not talk back when senior men are talking.
But I'm saying that.
Gosh, everyday teachers. We are tired with
Randy,
teachers.
You are not getting.
We are tired with this indiscipline towards teachers. What is this?
I'm not defending the girls' act. At no point. At no point. At no point. Or no, so sir. At no point. Okay, have I defended the conduct of the girl? If not for anything, I've mentioned that they both must be what?
Punished.
Reprimanded. They must be punished. They must be made to bear the brunt of whatever it is that they have done. But what I'm saying is that all of that could have been avoided if the teacher, who is assumed based on the role that they play in our schools, okay, to be the most responsible, if he had exercised a little restraint. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I went further to say that it would have made his case sweeter. Because then in that case, when everybody sees, or when everybody hears what happened, they'll say, what's the girl's name you gave?
Ajwa.
Ajwa Nyade. Nti Ajwa ebetwe waso. Right now, they say Ajwa is a teacher. If not for anything, a teacher has a code of conduct that he must go by because he's an employee employed by the state if it's a public school. If it's a private school, the school would also have its own code of conduct. But at the end of the day, that code of conduct would also be in tandem with the code of conduct of the government as to how teachers must behave in schools.
Not true.
So teachers are not sent to school to go and fight or go and, engage in fisticuffs or physical brawls with their students. They have a role to play. There are certain standards that they must uphold, and we expect them to uphold those standards. Because you see, what the teacher has done now is to open the floodgates for every other student to see that, then I can fight with this teacher. I don't know if you're getting my point.
Yeah.
And that in itself is wrong. And that is what I'm talking about. That as people in authority, we must always, at every point in time, exercise restraint. Don't be pushed. Don't allow yourself. It's the same thing we say about our politicians here, don't we? That they must exercise restraint. That they must hold themselves in a certain way, hold themselves to certain standards. So that when there's a matter, we don't box you and box every other person, in the same place. Today, it is a tag that you will carry. Say we need students, Akun. Tomorrow, somebody might go and pull this video. And that alone is an issue that will pop up.
Someone sent a message.
Okay.
I'll read it. And I'll clarify that again. Okay. I've said it earlier. The guy says, you are not making sense at all on the telly. How can you treat your student this way? You sleep with, then, first of all, the brofo self, so I'm struggling to edit what you have sent. They sent it to the studio number anyway. He says, that's why they disrespect you. Okay. So I think he is coming from the point where
the point I made, yes.
The kind of relationship they have.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. But Karim, I'm telling you that you can't ascertain for a fact that these two had that sort of relationship.
No, I'm not saying both of them.
We can't generalize it.
No, you're not getting
the guy mentioned
I'm not using them as an example.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm only saying that we're tracing the reason why there's a lot of indiscipline in our schools today.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And you can trace that indiscipline to some of these things.
Okay, that's fair.
Where teachers are having amorous relationships with their students. And this is not just male teachers and female students, even female teachers and male students. Yes. Some of these things are happening in our schools. Parents now exert a certain control over teachers, especially in our senior high schools and in the boarding house facilities, where of course the parents will bring their kids, they will come and give the teachers money. So at the end of the day, you have parents who will get up and tie akroso.
What's that?
They will tie scarf around their waists and come to fight teachers in school.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've experienced that before.
Thank you for the words. In fact, some of them even bring police to come and arrest teachers.
And the police will follow John.
Oh yes. So this, you see.
Hey.
Karim, let me finish the message.
Finish.
He continued to say, the man in the long sleeves is senseless. I pray the same thing happens to his well too. Okay. And I mentioned that I have a daughter. My daughter would dare not do this silly thing. It is because of the training I have given my daughter.
Absolutely.
My daughter will not speak back to you, an elderly person in society. She can't do it.
She does not.
She does not. Do you get the point I'm building? So when you sit somewhere and say I am senseless, that is up to you, but that is fine. But I'm saying that as a child, you also have a role to play. You have a responsibility. What kind of training are we giving our children at home? What kind of training is the society even giving these people? Karen Klenner mentioned something, and he says that, look, we only saw the part of the brawl.
Yeah.
How it started.
The genesis, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We are drawing conclusions or passing judgment based on the video we have seen. What if the teacher had tried so hard to maintain that restraint we are talking about? Or to keep that sort of restraint, like ensure that this does not escalate? What if, I'm just saying, because we don't know the genesis, but what if that is the issue?
Yeah.
Would we have said the same thing? Would we have agreed to the same thing we are calling for? Yes, it depends on where you stand. I know, this one I said to myself, I'll sound very, very controversial. It depends on where you sit and watch it from.
Okay.
But I'm saying, yes, enough is enough. we've had too many attacks on teachers.
Granted.
These are the people who are paid peanuts. These are the people who enjoy nothing. These are the people who go all the way to the hinterlands to train your children. There are parents, you even cited that example. Parents don't have even 2 hours of time with their kids. It is these teachers who sit in classrooms who take up the roles of parents nowadays. Then upon all of that, you come up again and do this. And that is what I am saying no to. If the story had turned otherwise, what would have been the story this morning?
That's what I'm saying. That.
Would the kid be arrested? Will she be put in prison? Or will say because she's a student, so we do it a student and a teacher issue? Nobody is talking about that. In the same,
that's what I'm saying, around. You see, this thing could have turned any way. It could have become anything. All right? You see the way the teachers flipped the student and put it on the floor?
Yeah.
What would have happened? Randy, every day I keep saying, that's what I'm saying. But you see, if that had happened,
and that is why I condemn.
It will be the teacher who would be in trouble. No, I
condemn the act. So
we are condemning it. Let's condemn it outright.
No, but when you condemn it outright,
let's condemn it outright.
There is a cause.
By condemning both.
There is a fundamental issue,
and that is why I'm saying that irrespective of the fundamental issue, as people who have a certain overarching responsibility for students, we must exercise restraints.
To what extent?
Like I said, parents, teachers become parents for students in school. I don't think that if your father wants to reprimand you, he will fight you like this. So you understand? Your father won't get into a physical brawl with you.
No.
You get it? Your father will let you know that woman I'm a woman, I'm a shell.
We have seen fathers beat up their children with blows. Yes, I have seen it before. They beat up children.
They beat up.
Yes.
They beat up.
But the children don't fight back.
But you see, that is right.
You get the point I'm building.
It still doesn't mean that teachers must beat up.
I am not saying the teachers should. But I'm asking you.
So the same way that
if you check the genesis of the issue, why do you want to blame the teacher and not the child?
You're not getting.
I am not saying you. I am not limiting it to you. I am saying that in general, because you watch what people are saying. That is the commentary surrounding this whole thing. It's like, let's punish the teacher and leave the student.
No, because Randy, the point is that, and it's the same point that I'm raising here, that teachers have the overarching responsibility.
They are humans. Teachers are humans.
Granted, and that is why they are trained.
So
that is why they are trained.
Jesus Christ even couldn't maintain that restraint.
That they must
he went to the chapel to scatter things. He was tired.
Hold on. When the police and military people opened fire on people in this country, what did we not say?
Well.
You understand my point? But they too are humans.
Yeah.
They too were triggered. They too, and they went ahead and did what? And opened fire. But it was wrong, and we condemned it. So it is the same way we must condemn this act. I'm not saying that the teachers have not been abused by students in a long time in our country. I'm not saying that indiscipline has not increased in our schools, especially where students get to disrespect teachers and get away with it. What I'm saying is that we must condemn the act, we must condemn the student, we must condemn the teacher, but in all of it, the teacher must understand that they have an overarching responsibility, that the kids are under their care and protection, and it is their responsibility to ensure the safety of the kids in the school. And to let the kid know that, I have more power than you do. I'm supposed to take care of you, and I have different ways of disciplining you, so I must not get into a physical fist fight with you.
So what would a teacher do?
Are they not lost in the schools?
Which laws?
Are they not lost in the schools?
Why are we sounding as if
Randy.
Why are we sounding as if we don't know what the school system is now?
No, but what I'm saying is,
what was the last time you heard? Teachers were even punished.
Randy.
Teachers were transferred for even providing food with their pocket money.
That is a difference.
It is not.
No, it's a different conversation altogether.
Teachers were punished. Teachers were interdicted for caning students for misbehaving.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
So why would you go ahead and fight a student?
And I'm asking.
No, if for caning.
What if
for caning? Which we say that
the girl who slapped the teacher first?
It doesn't matter.
Oh my God,
Randy, it doesn't matter. If a police officer slaps you, slap the police officer back.
It matters to me, Karim. It matters to me.
What are you telling me?
It matters to me.
What I'm saying is that it pays to be kind than to be right. You see,
sometimes.
Randy,
again, you use the word sometimes.
In every sense, okay, of this particular issue, even if the student is the one who provoked, okay, even if the student is the one who provoked, the teacher had no right whatsoever to fight the student in the scheme of things. It's as simple as that. You could have taken your fight outside school. Maybe after school you meet your student outside and say, hey, you.
Yeah, the student is order.
So okay, Abi, we're in school and I'm your teacher in school, so you decide, now we've met outside. Show me the power that you have. It's a different matter altogether. It's a different conversation altogether. Really? But what I'm saying is that as a teacher, you have utmost responsibility, okay, of ensuring that you take care of the student. You are the parent of the student in the school.
Not true.
So how do you go fighting your students? And in the manner in which you did, you think any of the students will respect you again?
No.
No, you will lose it. And that's how you lose power. You see, there's a lot of power in silence.
So the teacher should have allowed himself to be beaten by the kid.
Did the kid beat him?
No, I mean, if the teacher had not decided to defend
what we saw was a fight. And
no,
I'm saying that you see, today we don't know the genesis of this fight.
Well, true.
You understand?
Sure.
You and I, we are only judging and passing commentary based on the video that we have seen. You hope you're getting my point. We don't know the genesis, and I don't want us to create a genesis that is non-existent. So I'm passing my commentary based on what I have seen in this video. But what we must understand is that if one party had exercised restraint, it probably would not have gotten to this point.
Wow.
I don't know if you're getting me now. Because for all you know, it would have just started as a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then before you realize, now pager. I hope you're getting my point. What if it is even the teacher who even started the fight? Yeah, I know you're getting my point. Maybe again, I can someone and this foolish heart of the human being. Emotions would have led to one thing, and another thing will lead to another thing, another thing will lead to another thing. Then before you realize, they are fighting in this manner. All I'm saying is that as a teacher, as people who have a certain control over a certain group of people, as people who have an overarching responsibility over a certain group of people, whatever it is that happens, we must exercise restraint. That's why here in this country, every day we keep talking about the fact that our military people must exercise restraint. Our police people must exercise restraint. And our security forces must exercise restraint because they wield a certain power that we, the bloody civilians, do not have. And that power is the power to use that tool, that gun that they have. And that's why they are trained. And in a lot of that training, a lot of them are taught restraint. That it must only become your last resort. It is the same with the teacher. So, why is it that we are trying to separate this one from all of those other ones that we have condemned in the past? Let's be very honest. Irrespective of what the issues may be, the teacher, I think, should have been more professional and exercise restraint and use the appropriate channels that exist within the school or that exist within the Ghana Education Service to deal with the matter. That would have made his matter sweet. Today, some are condemning you, some are condemning the student. It should have never been the case.
Wow.
Never should that have been the case. Right? It should rather have been Adwa, as Randy puts it. Adwa nyade into say train Adwa so. As simple as that. Now we'll train Adwa so and we'll train you to your so. But what you must understand is that as a teacher, the punishment that might come to you might perhaps be more than what Adwa will receive.
On that note of being more than what Adwa will receive, there's a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Selikem from Adidun.
Okay, Selikem, let's hear you.
Alright, so I understand what is going on. I understand Randy's point of view and that of Karim's, but the point is that even though we don't know, no matter what will provoke the teacher, I think should have exercised some restraint. Even though we are all condemning what the lady did, you can't be fighting your teacher. Even if you see the teacher to be at the same age with you. I quite remember when we were in SHS, some of our teachers, they are very young, and some of the students are even older than them. But that doesn't give you the right to, fight your teachers. But that also doesn't mean you as a teacher, because the student is doing something wrong or did something wrong or have provoked you. I think should have exercised some restraint. But I understand that sometimes some of these things happens when the temper, like you are being provoked to a certain point that sometimes your heart, you can't contain it anymore. But I think the teacher should have, exercised some restraint. I condemn both of them for what they did, but I think the teacher should have exercised some bit of restraint. I think that's what I have to say.
Okay, thanks for sharing your thoughts. But a lot of you are bringing in your comments, and I would want to read some. Please, when you write the comments, add your name. This one from Johannes from Asisewa. He says that, now just imagine if it were the students winning this fight, you would have heard her friends cheering her. Yeah. And because it turns the other way, they thought that their friend will beat the teacher. If not, they would have stopped their colleague from fighting the teacher. Why you all laughing? Oh.
But you see, if their friend had beat the teacher, the teacher was. Of
course.
You see, you must always look at it from two sides. You see, this kind of disgrace, you must walk away from it. Because today, people, you see, we are saying that they fought. We didn't say the teacher beat the student too. We are saying that they fought.
You know what?
But it should not.
Let me bring some two more, and then we'll pick the next caller. So this one said, what the man is saying, what the men. What the men are saying, I don't agree. If the man is saying, whichever way he says, the teacher must be punished severely. For what? Where? This one said, the teacher try what? The kid is not the pet at all. Where I make happy say, if you woman, I they support you way. They the teacher in back. One love. Last one.
The guy added one love.
I added it. Last one before you take the caller. This was said, how can a teacher fight his own students? The teacher must exercise patience. And if it happens, I don't think this would happen. Well, let me read another last one. The comments are made here. This one said, please, I cannot trade my restraint as a teacher and allow my students to disable me for taking care of my kids at home. I will beat the hell out of any students who there. Hello, your name and where you are calling from, sir?
My name is Mohammed, calling from Tamale.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yes, I think your guest in the studio is getting everything wrong. One, the teacher is a human being with a heart. It is not possible for him to start just fighting the student this way unless the student attack him. That's one. We are facing a lot in the schools. I am one. You try to discipline it, realize the student physically will attack you. It has happened not once, not twice, and nothing has happened to those students. Can you count the number of teachers who are currently in the grave or are battling with one thing or the other as a result of attack from students? And nothing has happened to any of those students. They tap at the back and they go away and nothing happens. A teacher cannot just act this way. No matter how he tries to control himself or whatever happens, it will have been something different that happened that allowed the student to attack him to that level that he has to respond. At his level and the training given to him, he wouldn't go just physical this way without being attacked. Just imagine the number of students standing around him. If it was his fault that he wasn't attacked, do you think the student colleagues will have stood there watching them this way? That is not possible. So let's allow the law to work, but always trying to put we are waiting currently. If GES does not do their proper work and go ahead to punish this teacher, the strike that will invoke will surprise the whole country. We are no longer going to allow ourselves to be bullied by anybody or any social media commentators. We are no longer going to allow that. Some of us have battled with sicknesses as a result of attacks from students, and nothing happens to those students. At the end of the day, NGOs and other organizations will come out because it's a child, then they allow the student to go away. Then the teacher is at home battling and without any support. Enough is enough now. This will be the starting point for teachers. Let GES act wrongly, and they will hear from teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. You have spoken on behalf of teachers, and God bless you. You see, no one cares about the welfare of the teacher fully. And it's sad. It is very, very, very sad. I remember when I was doing my teaching practice in the school at Choco, Randy.
Yeah.
This boy came to class. So you see, because of the way I am, very cute and petite, you get into the classroom and there are students who are taller than you, bigger than you. The girls, because of that small breast on their front and the small things at their back, they think that you are their backbone.
Yeah.
And me, I'll tell you, first of all, I am your teacher here.
Yeah.
And so you will respect me and respect my class. Behave yourself.
Yeah.
2, I won't be in the class for somebody to walk in and say, there was a teacher here.
Yeah.
You make me look like a fool. And so if you would distract my class, you don't want to learn and you want to make the class unconducive for the rest who want to learn, step out.
Yeah. Walk out.
You will walk out. And this one was at the back making noise. I will talk and he will make a past comment and people will be laughing. I was like, young man, get out of my class. Get out, and he decided not to go.
Yeah.
So I forcefully sacked him out of the class and closed the door. The boy had the effrontery to go home and go and call his mother. I don't know whatever he told his mother. The mother came wearing top, nefi mama me. Not scared too. You saw those people that tie the cloth around their waist like that, and she can't come and fight me, no yo.
Yeah. It is what it is. That is it.
Let's pick the call. Hello.
Charlie, the caller says
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, what bro? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Your name and where you are calling from, sir?
Yeah, I'm Steve. I'm calling from Takrady.
Steve, let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, may God bless Randy. Get it? And you, Karen. Yeah.
Amen.
I don't know much about Ura and how.
Ura.
I don't know whether he has been in this kind of thought before. I'm electrical and electronic engineer by profession, but also into teaching. He don't know what he's talking about, especially Ura. Let me tell you something. Because of many people are listening to this program, so I would like to blend it with tree so that those parents who don't understand English much will be addressed or get to what we are trying to say. Yeah, let me my mama on some instance be. AC water credit, me most anything. Student enya effort actually sees this. Then a teacher say, oh, reward. And to Bonia, why and the teacher and say, hey, I don't know who reward. It's not even up to and I teach Akolana for sisters. Oh, what teacher no, season back on 9. If not another teacher who saw the scene and attacked the student, and then SC, and then 2 students, and just 6 months with the man, jail. Because of taking assignment to another level. Share it me see in class actually exam series, and the other in say we will stand at the gate just to attack teachers. Almost say, a lot of hell is going on. Sabi, Oman was the teachers, and I don't know, say, teachers from Obo, that Yakuma show Mumudia. I don't know much about it. You see, say teachers are what? We are another parent. I will fall from a school, Eman Qualano. But who Munim Pefe say, Etuda, even Wawa background, sometimes a child will misbehave and even like to throw blows and punch you at the parent. So it's not a joke. Sometimes we teach and no better two boys say, who pay the obey to control Aqualano. Bancolabio man, Cacrebio Mo Fie, and on our share state, baby, Amono, Scamo, and Waba, a school no more misbehave. So main cassette is any no, Aqualano and the Contuquano, why are the baby, or the dear baby. Mem of the Ayaka person say, you can also stand to condemn teacher and say, because there's a set of conduct, and a code of conduct, I had a teacher into only now and less. There would be a code of conduct, I could have been watching it. So it's time, say, the moon paying for almost share the moon institution. Bibinia, say, yeah, you were the IO say, no, but to ball at this. Now, my daddy or my because the Aqualansa be one attacking teacher in them for a long time. There's nowhere teaching the bedding. That's all to go. Then why no students baby no way in? I don't want to be able to say only Apala way mum nekwen. Shapala di dimina. You can see say or ya kolo muadi. she brought na teacher need to analyze the video. Wọ́n say and teacher no who so better go na akwakola na edi hu. Ba wa yes a say wona no ogbo hwe ye. And teacher na the botai na say obepira akwala no. Dem so obetia no. Just analyze the video well. Na ko won so betia abu akwala na ni. E plan no ba unza yifa na ogbo. So please this ewura when they ba no fa no na say into the kwa dey mu ha.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
Steve has done analysis to the video.
Very well, very well.
It be like them me get beef.
I don't know.
Wait, it be like
but the guy will tell me say me have been senseless.
If you bought into it, then you get beef. See, like if you bought in referee before.
So you analyze the thing.
But
wait, let me read this comment.
Okay, go ahead.
So this one says, "Good morning. The man in the long sleeves." Right, so you have suffered. Doesn't seem to be looking at the situation fairly.
That's fine.
He gives the teacher every possible benefit of the doubt, but doesn't extend the same consideration to the students. While the students may have made mistakes, the teacher is also responsible for their action and should never engage in a fight with the student. Since none of us knows exactly what happened or the full relationship between them, another question, it's unfair to place the blame on one side. Both parties can be wrong and the situation can be viewed objectively. You don't know how silly these so-called tutors can be. Well, thoughts fairly shared. This one says, the girl is very disrespectful. How can she fight a teacher? Another one here says, the teacher has also to restrain himself to Kenya bluff way, yo. And then this one too, I think, yeah. This one said, please, I have been through this before. Most of the times when the male teachers are showing interest in you and you avoid them. Also, what is the male teacher doing in the girls' dorm? Because according to the video, there is no boy there. Hey,
you see,
analysis.
Now, and honestly, I wouldn't want us to even draw in that connection that probably they had intimacy. Karim, you attest to the fact that even in some institutions, you have female workers or colleagues who disrespect you to the latter, even though you don't even have any of that sort of thing with them. It could be. Let's not draw the conclusion and say that, in these instances, it is because the teacher might have any sort of intimate relationship with the girl.
Of course not.
What I gathered is that the guy is actually, your friend is saying? Housemaster.
Okay.
So it was more like on a routine check of the hostel or the what's the name, dormitory, for fees, hostel fees, dormitory fees, or whatever it is called. You get it. That's what I deduced from. I got from I watched this video early yesterday. But yes, again, now maybe somebody's on the call.
Please, we have a caller. Hello.
Okay. So let me come back to the analysis that Steve was.
Okay, that's a caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Can you position yourself better? We are finding it difficult to hear you here.
She lower the volume.
Please, when you guys call, reduce the volume of your TV set. We beseech you by the mercies of God. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Your name and where you are calling from?
I'm calling from Tichimai. I'm Bernard Fiapu.
Okay, Bernard, let's hear you.
I will speak Chi.
Yo, please go ahead.
Teacher, no cramming Yakupo and you are there. I think or Yabutrema Akolano because when you now born in Fiji, any of it you cry, dinner, you require them go of it. The teacher and no motion on fan of Aquanso, Madame Mother.
Yo, so yeah, that was Karim you were saying.
Yeah, so like I was saying, restraint. You see, Steve gave a scenario of a teacher who was attacked, with a weapon by a student. See, that's a different scenario. That's a different ball game altogether. Even me, in such an instant, when I have a gun, I'll pull it and shoot you. I hope you're getting my point. Yeah. So these are two clearly different scenarios. Look, you see the human heart, I say it's so foolish that if you allow it, the things it will cause you to do, and when you are done, then you start asking yourself, Charlie, what have I done? What have I done? You see, the teacher, he hated the student, and then he stopped. Then I started hitting the girl's nyash. See.
Yeah, so he realized that. That's it. So he realized that the guy didn't want. If this guy wanted to beat this girl blue black,
why was
the punches would go directly into her face.
Hitting the girl's nyash.
Look at the girl. You didn't see the girl how she was pushing the teacher's face.
She's not a fighter.
Karim, the girl's strong. Maybe strong girl.
No, the girl, she just needed to.
The girl is a strong girl. This girl, I think, WrestleMania or however they call them.
She just needed to hit one part, and that's all.
The girl.
Should have just hit one part
with the leg.
Then you incapacitate the man.
No, but Charlie.
You see, the teacher has strategy. The girl is stronger, but the teacher gets strategy.
I agree with you.
He fights chair.
I agree with you.
So he knows.
The guy was panting at the end of the fight too. He held the girl's neck down while panting and said,
like the whole Salah cow.
Then other friends were like, oh, your bow. Who names your bow?
All those within that place, will they for deal with them?
What would they do
whoever
them
took
for?
the video.
What should they
for punish them?
For what? For recording the video?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
And for how do they call it? For allowing the fight to even take place in the first place. But Randy, I think is not right.
It depends on the party you are watching it from.
If I know the teacher, I'll tell him I'm very
that he didn't try.
Yeah, he didn't try.
But the girl tried.
I'm very disappointed. I said they both didn't try. But,
so if you say that,
there's a higher responsibility on the teacher.
But you now say that people, if you say them fight.
But granted,
if you fight by way,
it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, teacher for no even fighting student.
Student for no fight teacher.
Granted.
Yes.
But what are they talk be saying?
Student for no even master courage then talk back at a teacher.
You see, student be kidding, go feel misbehave, but the teacher for yeah, you have.
Hello, your name where you are calling from, sir?
Yes, my name is Kweku. And I'm calling from Dunkornofin.
Okay, Kweku, let's hear you.
Because what I want to say is that thank you for your program. And I want to say that in as much as the teacher should have exercised restraint, tests are also human. And then they are leading a normal than their normal. So teachers must have some protection in the face of the student, because these people are coming from different backgrounds with different attitudes. And you expect the teacher, who is a Jesus Christ, to tame all of them into normalization. Don't call that one easy, man. Don't call it easy. Teachers have to be protected. Sometimes they can even be given a high protection in the schools, because humans are humans. They can go out of hand. So a teacher, a mistake has been done, but humans are students, and students are also humans. They can also kill teachers. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very, very much. But guys, that was our last caller. Let's take final words, Randy and then Karim, and let's wrap up on this. Karim.
My point remains. My point remains. I think that the teacher should have exercised restraint. So when you're taken to a school as a teacher, you become, an extension of the parents of the kids. And so, no matter how you're provoked, you don't go ballistic. You understand? You control yourself. That's why you're a leader. That's why you are the elderly version. Even our parents, we are mostly told that as parents, when you even read the Quran, and it tells you that you must exercise restraints even in how you punish your kids. And it tells us from time to time that when you are angry, don't beat your child. Allow for the anger of whatever act it is that they find themselves in to leave your system before you go ahead to mete out punishment. That way you do that justly and fairly. And because you see, with emotions, when you are angry, the kind of things you can do, you finish and then you regret it. I'm sure by now the teacher has regretted this thing. You understand? I'm sure by now he's regretted it. He's in his corner somewhere, but there are people out there giving him fans. But Asemba, those people will be nowhere to be found. Nice. So whatever it is that you're doing in this life, always think twice about it. I'm sure you remember I've said this here before, that all of us seated in this room and walking around this country or walking all over the world, we are just one step away from prison. Just one step, one single act, one mistake, something that might not even be your fault, something that you just have a quick reflex reaction to, and then boom, there's trouble. So we must exercise a lot restraint in all of our on all of our dealings. So for me, that's where I'll leave it. I think the teacher should have exercised restraint, but at the end of the day, they both should be punished for giving us such a showdown.
On that note of showdown, Randy, your final words.
Yeah, let them do a proper investigation, and met out the proper punishment that both parties would have to incur. But for me, what I'll say is that in as much as teachers should exercise restraint in all activities that they do, students have a responsibility to play as well, or they have a role to play. They are your teachers. Forget the fact that you are almost at the same age with them.
Yeah.
Forget the fact that you guys are in the same area. Forget the fact that you guys meet at almost all social events or social gatherings. There should be that iota of respect and value, premium placed on the teachers. Like your fathers did to their teachers. Like your mothers did to your teachers, to their teachers. Like they did to their elders. Please, kids of today, the new generation, we beg you, I beg you. A teacher will always be a teacher. Your senior brother, your senior sister will always be your senior brother or your senior sister. That little respect. If the girl had also decided to just walk away, we may not have gotten to this stage. If the girl had decided to say, oh, sir, I am sorry, that would have ended the story. So in as much as we are calling on the teacher to exercise restraint, the student must also exercise restraint sometimes. Walk away. Respect your elders. Respect the teachers. I rest my case. On that note, now, did you see the teachers dressing? Please. 1 minute before you go.
He was in a white shirt and trouser.
Pay teachers well. Pay teachers well. Let them look well. Let the teachers enjoy. Let teachers feel.
Weekend dress.
Let's put you see the respect, and now you know that in society we respect people who have money.
Yeah.
People who have power than any other person. If you put premium on teachers, imagine this chap pull up with his Corolla or his Benz or his Nissan. The students would dare not even speak
show
back.
Me anything, you know?
How much are we paying our teachers?
The least said, the better. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more for you.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma, Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the Puma. Oh yeah, come alive. Puma, Puma. Let me hear you. Puma. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
You're welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. And yes, let's take time to celebrate some birthdays today, 9 June 2026. Happy birthday to whoever is celebrating his or her birthday today. Let's get into our list of celebrants for today and see who we are celebrating. First, for our list of celebrants today, let's see who we are celebrating. Okay, so Mr. Albert A. Champon, happy birthday to you. Mr. Champon is the CEO for Footprints TV. Yes. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Champon. We celebrate you so much today, and thank you for all that you do for all of us. Gospel musician or not gospel musician, you've really been a very good man to most of us, and we can only thank God for your life and be grateful for this new year of yours. From your wife, Lady Maria, and the rest of us, wish you a blessed year, a great year. So yeah, happy birthday to you, Mr. Albert Champon. And away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Kingsford Nyame, happy birthday to you. It's your birthday today, and may your year be blessed. May your year be beautiful. You're also known as King Abrabo. Okay, yes. So happy birthday to you, Kingsford. May this year be a blessed one for you. Away from Kingsford, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Okay, so today I have an amazing Tofik Mohammed all the way in Tamale. Happy birthday to you, Tofik. And may your year be blessed. May your year be beautiful. May Allah continue to rain blessings over your life, Tofik Mohammed. Whatever good thing you've prayed for in this year and beyond, may it be your portion. And happy birthday to you, Tofik Mohammed. We love you so much. We celebrate you, and we wish you the very best that life has got to offer. Away from Tofik, let's see who we are celebrating. And to another amazing woman, great woman by all standards, Victoria Naima Abdullahi, a women organizer for the National Democratic Congress, Ayawa So West Wugon constituency. Ma'am Vicky, on behalf of the entire AWW Women's Wing, and in fact, all of us, we love you so much, and we thank God for your life. This year marks your 40th birthday. Happy Ruby anniversary, and we thank God so much for all that is using you to do and the greater things ahead of you. May this new decade bring you lots of God's blessing. May this new floor bring lots of blessings to your way. Greater opportunities, good health, lots of money to push the vision. Ma'am Vicky, we love you so much, and yeah, we celebrate you. May your year be blessed. Away from her, who are we celebrating again this morning? So yeah, we have a notable birthday. Ghana's High Commissioner to UK and Ireland, Your Excellency Saba Zita Benson. It's your birthday today, ma'am, and on behalf of the entire WoezorTV family, we want to celebrate you so much. Your great work you're doing there. This is 51, and yes, may this new year bring you lots of blessings, lots of love, good health, and exploits in all that you do. Happy birthday to you. So that'll be a wraps for birthdays here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Please do all to keep your wishes coming into our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939, 055-269-7939. Let's share in your special day and that of your loved ones. Randy Hadi is on standby for the newspaper review. Over to you, Randy.
All right, so now thank you. Let me just take you straight to the dashboard. Let's take a look at what the papers are reporting. We start off with the front page of the Daily Graphic. The big one says Central Refinery processes Jubilee crude oil. Some conversations are ongoing around this particular one. Maybe in the course of the week, we'll settle on it as well. GRA engages business community over ITAS rollout. And some good news here. President Mahama secures 1,840 agri-equipment pact with Belarus. That's the story on page 13 of the Daily Graphic. Daily Guide, Mahama bars ministers, CEOs from private awards. Something we discussed yesterday. Military officer caged over murder, and also suspended CAF CEO begs striking doctors to resume work. The Chronicle, Premex bosses recover 4.6 million Ghana cedis through audit covering 2016 to 2024. The Chronicle expose on tertiary SHS Holy True headmaster admits, and also anti-LGBTQ bill leaves room for advocacy in Team Forger. Says the Overseer newspaper, responsible mining key to protecting water bodies and forest. That's according to the sector minister's story on page 3 of the Overseer newspaper. And also GRA assures businesses of simpler tax compliance on ITAS. Let's move straight to the front page of the National Enquirer. It says Lands Minister reaffirms commitment to responsible mining. A Chem Kotoku corporate scheme launched. And also government targets 30 million trees under 2026 reforestation drive. The Ghanaian Times, historic shift. Ghana processes Jubilee oil locally as Central receives first consignment. As I told you, we need to celebrate this particular one. The Dispatch, in the 2025 financial year, 29 companies paid 44.9 million Ghana cedis to NLA, compared to KGL's payment of 173 million Ghana cedis. And which of these 4 countries will win the World Cup? It's a question the paper is asking. Spain, France, Argentina, or Portugal. Why is Ghana not here? We need to put Ghana here because the odds are favoring Ghana. Very likely. It will shock the world. We'll win the World Cup. It will shock everybody. The analyst says, now why are you laughing? The analyst says Ghana to deepen agricultural cooperation with Belarus. That's according to President Mahama. Stay away from private awards. Mahama wants ministers, CEOs. What else do we have? Women and leadership. Cooperative mining scheme launched in New Ibrahim to promote responsible mining and youth employment. Doctors don't buy beds. Fatih Abubakar cautions Health Minister Akando. All right, so that's it with the WoezorTV newspaper review segment. We'll take a breather when we return. Now we'll come up with the details of the news. Stay with us.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy, find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong. Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Time now for the WoezorTV reports. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama has called on Belarusian businesses to invest in Ghana, highlighting opportunities in agriculture, manufacturing, technology, healthcare, infrastructure, and renewable energy. Addressing the Maiden Ghana-Belarus Business Forum in Minsk, President Mahama said Ghana's improving economic indicators, political stability, and strategic access to African markets make the country an attractive destination for investment. The president outlined Ghana's economic transformation agenda, including the 24-hour economy policy, agricultural modernization through the Feed Ghana program, and major infrastructure projects under the Big Push initiative.
Activities before us are immense. The foundations have already been laid. The political commitment exists. The institutional frameworks are being strengthened. And what remains is for the private sectors of our two countries to seize the moment. Today, I extend not merely an invitation, but a strategic proposition. We invite Belarusian businesses to partner with Ghana in agriculture, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, infrastructure, technology, renewable energy, and industrial development. Ghana seeks partners who are prepared to build industries, create jobs, transfer technology, and participate in the story of African transformation. Together, we can turn goodwill into investment, as we are doing today.
Now, Ghana and Belarus have signed 3 memoranda of understanding aimed at strengthening bilateral cooperation in trade, commerce, and agriculture. The agreement, signed during President John Dramani Mahamad's official visit to Belarus, covered the establishment of a joint commission on cooperation in trade and economy, collaboration between the two countries' chambers of commerce, and cooperation in the area of agriculture. The MOUs were signed on behalf of Ghana by Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Lokujetu Ablakwa, Ghana's ambassador to Russia, Dr. Jehu Apia, and Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku. Speaking after the signing ceremony, President Mahama described the agreement as a major step towards building economic ties between the two countries. He said the partnerships will promote trade and investment, facilitate technology transfer, and create new opportunities for growth, particularly in agriculture, manufacturing, mining, and industrial development. Still on the president, he has directed all ministers of state, chief executive officers of state institutions, and other political appointees to refrain from participating in, sponsoring, endorsing, attending, or participating or accepting awards from private organizations without prior authorization from the office of the president. The directive, contained in a statement signed by Secretary to the President, Dr. Callistus Mahama, follows concerns over the growing trend of public officials receiving honors from private bodies claiming to recognize them as best performing, most outstanding, and most influential office holders. According to the presidency, many of these award schemes lack transparent, objective, and viable criteria for assessing the performance of public officials, raising questions about their credibility. The statement warns that the proliferation of such awards could undermine the integrity of public service, create misconceptions about government performance assessment, and expose the government to unnecessary criticisms and embarrassment. The President Mahama emphasized that the performance of ministers and chief executive officers will be measured based on tangible outcomes, measurable impact, effective service delivery, prudent management of public resources, and the successful implementation of government policies and programs. And away from that, Central Oil Refinery has received a 1 million barrel of crude oil from the Jubilee field for domestic processing, marking a major milestone in efforts to deepen local value addition, strengthen energy security, and expand downstream industrial activity. The delivery represents the first time crude from the Jubilee field has been supplied to the privately owned refinery for processing in Ghana. Speaking at the ceremony to mark the arrival of the cargo, General Manager of Central Refinery, Eric Lane, said the development signaled a new chapter in the country's energy and industrial transformation agenda.
That's a historic milestone for Ghana to promote value addition, industrialization, energy security, and local content developments. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Central Oil Refinery, I express our sincere appreciation to the government of Ghana, our regulatory institutions, partners, and stakeholders whose support has made to this historic moment possible. Today is not only the arrival of crude oil cargo, it is beginning of new chapter in Ghana energy and industrial transformation.
Our Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Abdullahi Jinapo, commended Central Group for investing nearly $2 billion in the refinery project and reaffirmed government's commitment to supporting further investment in petrochemicals, fertilizer production, and other value-added industries linked to the petroleum sector. He said the delivery of the Jubilee crude to Central was the result of deliberate policy efforts to increase domestic refining capacity and reduce dependence on imported refined products.
Well, for many years, Ghana exported crude oil whilst importing substantial volumes of refined products here in Ghana. Indeed, for about 8 years, our own refinery was virtually down for that long period of time. While that model served an important purpose because it ensured product availability, it was clear that that model was not sustainable. True economic transformation requires that we process, refine, and add value to our resources locally. By so doing, we end up creating jobs, building technical capacity, strengthening domestic industries, and generating greater economic benefit for our people. If we did not do that, as I come here, I see a lot of you in your attire, which symbolizes or indicates that all of you have been employed by Central Refinery. Can you imagine if we did not have this refinery? It meant that hundreds of you seated here would have either been home looking for jobs or competing with others for limited space. And so let us congratulate and give a round of applause to Mr. Shu for what he's done so far. This milestone affirms the long-standing vision of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, who has indicated that he is committed to deepening local participation and value addition not only within Ghana's petroleum sector, but ensure that our natural resources contribute more directly to industrial development and national prosperity.
And away from that, the government has launched Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program at New Ebrim in the eastern region of Ghana. The initiative is aimed at formalizing small-scale mining activities and promoting environmentally sustainable mining practices. It is expected to equip miners with the skills, training, and support needed to operate responsibly while creating economic opportunities for mining communities. Addressing stakeholders during the launch, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Emmanuel Amakufibua outlined a 5-pillar framework designed to transform illegal mining activities into a regulated, sustainable sector.
5 pillars is the focus of turning this negative story of illegal mining into a positive story of mining responsibly and sustainably. Tinana, first one is stakeholder engagement and education. In Tinana, who say Nananom chain, ya visit schools, education. Catch ya hunga na funyina Nananom kahon. Say the only way kuya ye ken. Ye better na ya faswama and say ye beshe ya kumum ne ya twimu ne ya hwehwe ya kumum ne ya hwe nyame anim say adie ya ye ekwan ben ye faswa ye be ni papa ense yesu ense asase ze nyina ya wanti ye kitum say ye nye ne kwan bone so ye be ni papa so na ye man be sisa nana ba kwa enisu ye eku kese ayede esi amse ejuma ye nkrata de ye ejuma ne the institutions are from a regulatory issues and minerals commission any EP na eri omu ye ejuma ekwan be na omu so ye omu ejuma ya hwe ye hu se niema pi to sini kakra wo ho ne ba ne sen na nananka wuti wa kwadwa so yi na mu wo ha na obi fi akra Obaya, as I say, when you have more license, Nana, Wamaha, Obia named no premier. A crime band sooner will be drunk, crying. Am I in the license? Nana, never by me, catch up, say yes, it's sending in her. Made the raffle from Cecilia Brano to cabinet. Yeah, boy, we move a parliament. E pasim brand wia ya will be a friend district mining committee obi obi antumi nya license yes recommendation for license say baby a opesa wo ye mine no wadika nana ene ekroman no nyina ase assemblyman ka ho obi aka ho na ya gi atumu so be ye mine wo ha ko kyen na ya hwe na hu se koko obi ani wo obi ansuo ni ho o ha de ya be yie e be mfa so na de kura wunya ye new abrinfo percentage be na ye nsu ye benya the recommendation and Minerals Commission to me
and still on the issue of illegal mining, National Coordinator of the initiative, Nanama Mausi Mawenyefia, urged miners to fully participate in the training programs under the scheme, stressing that the capacity building sessions would equip beneficiaries with the knowledge and skills needed to adopt responsible mining practices and improve productivity.
It's a new Ebrim Hano, Yabeshasie, Yaya training Nibi. Bebrina, your training in the buy, so maybe most expressing interest. So, may your training, it's training I can also bet to us. Now you're making sure, say, Pia or what have or yet interested in the form of good too. Or no, so no, when you're crying, no, I yet the camera, nay, in so fast. I feel so, away I yasha program, no. Yasha no spine and send a bear. Yet two from a good year now. Community, no Subena Community Development Fund. It is a school down the appeal. Say a lot requiring the appeal, say hospital the appeal. South for 2 na YBCS, YBC honor. Kakrane free miners, no one ever cost for 20.
Let's head to the Ashanti region, where the suspended Chief Executive Officer of the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital, Dr. Pakwesi Baidu, has appealed to striking staff of the hospital to return to duty, urging them to prioritize patient care while ongoing engagement over their concerns continue at the national level. In a statement issued from the office of the Chief Executive on Monday, June 8th, Dr. Baidu expressed appreciation to the staff for what he described as their show of solidarity during the industrial action, which had disrupted services at the facility. However, he stressed the urgent need for staff to resume work in the supreme interest of Ghanaians and valued patients. He indicated that management will defer further discussions and directive to the supreme wisdom of the Minister of Health and the hospital's governing board. His appeal comes amid disruptions to healthcare delivery at the facility, with patients facing challenges in accessing medical services as a result of the industrial action. The development follows a directive issued by Minister for Health, Kwabena Mintah Kando, on June 5, instructing the board of CATH to suspend Dr. Baidu for 2 weeks with immediate effect over the announcement of a temporary suspension of emergency admissions at the hospital. Time now for some international news. Now, at least 35 people have died after a magnitude negative 7.8 earthquake struck off the coast of Mindanao Island in the southern Philippines. The earthquake hit on Monday, triggering tsunami alerts in the Philippines, Indonesia, Japan, and Australia. Warnings were cancelled and downgraded hours later. Videos and images showed buildings collapsing, including a clip of a Jollibee fast food restaurant reduced to rubble and landslides having recorded in some areas. Officials in the Philippines said that at least 134 have been injured and some 10,000 families displaced. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen. Now you quote.
we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, 1 every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
We're back for sports update on the Breakfast Cafe. My name is Godfred Amwafo. Let's start from the camp of the Blasters, because as you know, we are just 2 days away to the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The opening game will be between South Africa and Mexico, and so as part of that, the Blasters, in fact, are going under some training with regards to integrity and match fixing. And so yesterday, GFA Integrity Unit completed a mandatory integrity briefing for players and officials of the senior national team and the Blasters ahead of the FIFA World Cup 2026, enforcing the GFA and FIFA zero tolerance approach to match manipulation and ensuring all participants, including the Blasters, understand how to recognize and reject any approach. Now, the briefing conducted by GFA's integrity officer educated players and officials on the risks of match manipulation and methods used by fixers to approach players, and the consequences for individuals and teams involved in any form of match manipulation and corruption during the World Cup. And so they understand from the beginning, and so that is the training on your screen, and you being getting the opportunity to see what went on yesterday. So now the players understand what match fixing is, and so if they approach them with it in any form or kind, they will get to know what it means and avoid it, because of course if they fall victim to it, probably there will be sanctions against them. And so to avoid that, this is what the Blasters is also undergoing. In fact, not just the training on the field, they are also being given some integrity level when it comes to the playing of the World Cup. And so we are still in anticipation for it. Just 2 days to see the beginning of the match awaited for 2026 FIFA World Cup. Who wins this tournament? Is it going to be the defending champions Argentina, or France will bounce back, or England or Ghana is going in for it? If you look at the preparations the teams are undergoing or going through, it is not clear who is winning. Some are even taking Spain in all that. But then, of course, aside the preparations and all those things, the other side, issues that are also ongoing, referees being denied, fans being denied, some team members, technical handlers of teams are being denied visas or entry into the US. So a whole lot of issues, coming out of this World Cup. We are yet to start, and I know that you get more to know with regards to this World Cup. But then let's talk about club football, because Kumasi Asante Kotoko has appointed Dutchman Stanley Menzo as the new technical director for the club, joining on a long-term deal. The 62-year-old coach will join the Ghana Premier League side as they seek to rebuild following another bad season in Ghana's top flight. Menzo had been without a job since the end of November 2025 after leaving his role as national coach for Suriname. Now, the Menzo will be responsible for all technical issues of the club until the appointment of substantive head coach for the senior side. Now, Menzo had a successful playing career with AFC Ayas, winning the 1986-87 European Cup Winners' Cup and the UEFA Cup in 1992. He also played for PSV, Les and Bordeaux, among others. He has a beautiful CV, and if that is what you are to go by, then Asante Kotoko has made the right decision. But of course, you've seen in time past that, I mean, the head coach and all those technical handlers have come to Kotoko with beautiful CVs, do not even end up, you know, meeting the expectations. So we pray that with this beautiful CV that Menzo is coming in, he will do good for us. You remember, he was to qualify. He was seeking automatic qualification when it comes to the World Cup for Suriname, but it didn't happen. So they had to play the playoff, which Panama won over them. And so if they had won, probably he would have been leading the Suriname national team to meet Ghana in the World Cup. But it didn't happen, and so now he's here in Ghana. So maybe destiny was on his side to actually either play against Ghana or be in Ghana to lead a team. And so he has joined Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let's see what he will be doing when it comes to player selection, direction of the football club going into next season, because last season was a bizarre season for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and fans wouldn't want to see the same last season into next season. Hence this key appointment for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Like I made mention earlier, that this 2026 FIFA World Cup has come with a lot of issues, visa denial and all those things. And yesterday, what stood out, and it was shocking to the entire football fraternity, was Somali referee Louis Omar Atan, who was said to be the first from his country to officiate at the World Cup finals and was denied entry to the United States. Now, Atan, the 2025 Confederation of African Football Men's Referee of the Year, was barred from entering the country at Miami International Airport and is currently in Turkey. Now, no reason for Atan's repatriation has been issued by U.S. immigration authorities, but Somalia is one of several countries on travel ban list introduced by President Donald Trump's administration. Atan is among the 52 referees announced by FIFA to officiate at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So he has been denied visa, and up to now, no concrete reason has been given as to why he has been denied that visa. Entry into the US. You remember, in the AFCON, he was part of the AFCON, and he was even given or adjudged the best referee in that tournament. And so it's sometimes you don't understand what is happening when it comes to the US hosting, being part of the countries hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup, because he's not the only one. There are a lot of people in the build up to Atan's denial of entry into the US, that they have been denied visas. Some were even checked, some players, national teams were checked as if like, so there are a lot of issues. But let's pray that this tournament, go beyond the side issues and give us the best that we have been expecting. Remember, yesterday I gave you an update about Christian Eriksen collapsing on the field of play on Sunday's match that they played against Ukraine. Now, yesterday he came out to say that he's fine. Everything is okay. Now he's home and the treatment has already begun. And so he's assuring all fans and football lovers across the world that he's okay. He's been discharged from the hospital. He's home now, receiving home treatment. The 34-year-old spent the night in the hospital following the incident, and wrote in a statement on Instagram that his recovery has already started. The game in Odense was stopped at 65th minute when he collapsed and was abandoned shortly after, with Eriksen able to walk from the field after regaining consciousness. The former Manchester United, Tottenham and Brentford midfielder was fitted with an implantable cardioverter defibrillator, which is the ICD, a type of pacemaker after suffering a cardiac arrest during an Euro 2020 match against Finland in 2021. And so that was the beginning of his heart issues in the 2021 Euros or 2020 Euros that was played in 2021 against Finland. He collapsed, and once again he collapsed on Sunday, but as I speak he's okay and the treatment has already begun, and so we will just pray that it goes successfully and we get him back on the field. But as we do, let's take our World Cup fact for the day. We are looking at South Africa because of course they will be the first African country to begin the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and they are playing against Mexico on the 11th of June. And so South Africa became the first African country to host the FIFA World Cup, you know, that in 2010. And then the tournament official mascot was the Zakumi, remember. And so they played their first game against Mexico, and this time around they're also playing their first game against Mexico in that regard. Now let's look at the journey for South Africa, how they qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. They were in Group C with Nigeria, Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and Lesotho, and of course South Africa topped that group in that regard. South Africa, they are 2026 FIFA World Cup group. They will be, or they are in a group A with Mexico, South Korea, and Czech Republic, which is now known as Czechia. And so South Africa, you know, apart from playing Mexico in the opening game, will also play South Korea and Czechia in that regard. And so this will be our World Cup fact, and it was about South Africa because they will be the first African country to open the campaign for us when it comes to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And so if you have any best wishes, probably how the tournament will go for Africans, maybe we can look at how South Africa will start against Mexico. It's a wrap for sports. I am Godfred Amwafo. As I'm bringing entertainment this day.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Good morning. You're still watching the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Evergreen Asantwa, and this is the entertainment update. Now let's look at the headlines for today. Ghana Movie Awards highlight growing African film collaborations. Jubert teases 2 new singles, including Note collaboration. Kiddy announces major London concert for September 2026. Hetty Born Great opens up about years away from the spotlight. Richard Lawson urges black storytellers to own their narratives. And now to the details of the stories. The 15th Ghana Movie Awards brought together some of the biggest names in African cinema as filmmakers, actors, and creatives gather at the Kempinski Hotel in Accra to celebrate excellence under the theme, Rewarding African Excellence. Major winners on the night included Sukura, who had claimed Best Picture, while Demi Okunlawon and Sydney Amade picked up top honors in the African collaboration categories. Veteran actor Akabeneza was also recognized for his contributions to Ghana's creative industry. Now, beyond the awards and red carpet glamour, the event highlighted the increasing collaboration between Ghanaian and African filmmakers. As audiences continue to embrace stories from across the continent, partnerships between creatives are helping African cinema reach wider markets, attract new investment, and strengthen industry's position on the global stage. Now, this year we saw Nana Akua-Addo attending the event, and a lot of people were talking about it. And I think that this was one of the beautiful nights in Ghanaian movie or in the Ghana movie industry. I enjoyed watching this award, even though I didn't get the opportunity, or let me say, I couldn't make it to the event. But it was also unfortunate and very sad to see that this packed room at a particular point in time, people were just, living here and there. So I don't know if it was the late close of the event or it's just that people just had things to also do. But after all, they had fun, they enjoyed themselves. You could tell everybody was excited and happy about their win for the night, and these are some of the things that we love to see.
For so many years we've missed this gathering, and I'm so happy I'm here. Congratulations to everyone, and I wasn't expecting this. Thank you, Ghana Movie Awards, and from now on I think that this is for us, and for that matter, all that we have to do to support it. The organizers and everyone. Fred, I have many sponsors. Come around, let's sit down and see how this thing goes on around. Thank you so much.
So that is Her Excellency Nana Ama McBrown when she received her award for Best actress, and also Dr. Laiki, who we used to know or refer to as Akabeneza. In fact, people still do. He also won an award for his contributions to the creative industry, and a lot of people know that he's been doing great for the young people in the industry. So congratulations to everybody who won. It's a long list, so we can't mention everyone's name here, but I love what I saw, and these are some of the things we love to see once again. So away from that, let's talk about fast rising Ghanaian artist Jubed. Now he is generating excitement after teasing 2 new singles, Garden and Fall, with latter featuring British Ghanaian musician Note. The announcement comes at a time when the singer continues to build momentum following a series of successful releases that have helped establish him as one of Ghana's emerging Afrobeat talent. Now, while fans eagerly await the songs, the bigger story is the growing role of international collaborations in shaping modern African music. Beyond connecting artists across markets and audiences, these partnerships create opportunities for talent development, cultural exchange, and global visibility, helping emerging musicians expand their reach beyond their home countries. Congratulations to Jubed on this. I can't wait for 4, because at least that is the teaser that we have, and I can see what he has also put together with Note for us. He has an amazing voice. He's good. On May 5th somewhere, he also gave us Sunshine, which is Note, the artist that he is collaborating with, or the Ghanaian American artist that Jubed is collaborating with on one of the songs. So I can't wait to see what they have come up with, the chemistry. I know that they will blend so well in terms of even vocals and then what have you. So I'm greatly anticipating for this collaboration. Last year he gave us Rua, and then this year we're about to enjoy Fall. And you know, I'm just excited, and I'm also looking forward to a conversation with Jubed, because he interests me in so many ways, and I would like to know more and his story and how, you know, he's actually also handling fame. But that is it for that. Another good news that we have received is that Sugar Daddy, yes, and you know that when we talk about Sugar Daddy, it can only be one man, and he is Kiddy. So the award-winning Ghanaian singer Kiddy has announced a concert in London scheduled for September 24th, 2026, now at the Outer Net London, marking another significant milestone in his international journey. The concert follows years of successful performances in the United Kingdom and comes as the Lomolomo hitmaker continues to strengthen his presence on the global stage. The announcement has already generated excitement among fans eager to experience one of Ghana's most celebrated performers live in one of London's premier entertainment venues. But the story is about more than a concert date. Kiddy's upcoming show represents the steady growth of a career built through consistency and international exposure. From co-headlining a sold-out Independence Day show with Kwame Eugene at Indigo at the O2 in 2022, to performing on global stages such as Afro Nation and other major UK events. The singer has spent years building an audience beyond Ghana. The London concert is not simply another performance, it is evidence of how Ghanaian artists are increasingly turning international appearances into sustainable global careers.
I just wanna party every day, yeah. I just wanna party every day, so pass me that you. Pretty girl, come wind up your body. 10 toes, 1 hand, make you touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
Such a beautiful artwork, and congratulations going out to Kiddy. This year, Ghanaians are just killing it out in London, and that's on and is what period. This is also another thing that we love to see. Kiddy, oh God, I just know that he has got it and it is going to happen. So all what I'm going to say with regards to this story is that just find a ticket and then purchase. In fact, tickets, because you're going with your friends, you're going with your family, you're going with your loved ones. Go enjoy yourself, have fun. You know, sometimes you need to take a break. And September is a perfect month because as somewhere in September, the year is almost ending, and sometimes, you know, you've been through a lot and it's been a tough year and what have you, so you need to relax and rest. I know he's going to do it. I just know it. And I know that it's going to be a successful event. So I'm wishing you well on this concert, Kiddy. Now let's talk about gospel musician Hetty, born great. Now, yes, it's been a while we heard from her, but she is back in the news, and she has also told us why we missed her so much in the music industry. So she revealed that her long absence from the public spotlight was the result of a deliberate decision to focus on raising her family. Speaking in an interview, the celebrated singer explained that she stepped away from active music ministry to dedicate her time to nurturing her 9 children, whom she raises with her husband, Bishop Daniel Bongreat, at a time when success is often measured by constant visibility and career milestones. Hetty's story offers a deliberate perspective. Her decision highlights the significance many parents make behind the scenes and reminds us that personal fulfillment is not always defined by professional achievement alone. Sometimes the most important investments are made away from the spotlight. So that is Hetty. You know that song that was released in 2011, Odobeni. Oh, yeah, you know, it's been a while. That song is an OG song, but the Gen Zs can't relate. The Gen Zs can't relate. But please, okay, if you want to know who she is, or even want to, like, you're trying to remember her, oh, I know this woman, just calm down. Just search for Odobeni 2011 by Hetty Bongreat, and it should give you some memories about her, because that is and was one of her biggest songs in her career. She has other popular songs too as well. It's just that this happens to be my favorite. That's how come I can recall that vividly well. But that song, oh my God. And I can't wait to see what she's also got for us, because sometimes when they pop up like this, it means that they're ready for us and they are coming back bigger and better. This is another thing that we love to see. Now let's do some international stories. And the veteran American actor Richard Lawson is encouraging Black storytellers around the world to embrace the power of film and digital media. Now, speaking at the Cannes Film Festival, Lawson reflected on how opportunities for Black creators have evolved since he began acting in 1969, when many stories about Black communities were controlled by people with title connections to those experiences. Now, according to Lawson, technology has changed that reality, with smartphones and digital platforms making content creation more accessible than ever. He believes storytellers now have unprecedented opportunities to document their experiences and shape their own narratives. His message is clear. The future of representation no longer depends solely on major studios. It depends on creators being willing to tell their stories authentically. And I absolutely agree with him on that. I mean, these days we have our phones, we have social media, we can document our life, we can document our stories, anything that you want to put out there. It is so easy, because all you need is a smartphone and then you're good to go. Even if you don't have one, you can just borrow a friend's own, create an account, log in, log out as and when you have access to the phone. And that's how you keep building a profile on social media or a portfolio on social media. And these days people are there, so you can get or gather all the attention that you need also on there. So black storytelling is not dying anytime soon, and he's just here encouraging people that these days it's not as difficult as he began in 1969. So you can make it happen in 2026. My name is Evergreen Asantwa. This has been the entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Tomorrow, Wednesday at 2 p.m, Tune Talk comes your way. We talk the tune and we simply leave the vibes. Do well to tune in and then tell a friend to tell another friend that I'll be coming your way. So you should watch me. Enjoy the rest of our programs. See you tomorrow.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing 1 man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, 1 every hour of the day. But the good news is we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save a mother and a family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us.
I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time in the future.
All right, viewers, thank you for still staying with us here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Eura Adams. Carrying big thank you to Na Oyo Quote, the Evergreen Asantua, Godfred Mwafo, and of course Randy Haji for bringing us all of the relevant updates on the show. The information we have now is that the teacher who was involved in the fight with the student has since been arrested, awaiting investigations into the matter. And so we'll keep monitoring to get more details. This is information we have coming from Daniel Fenyi, who is the Public Relations Officer for the Ghana Education Service. Randy?
Yeah, I mean...
That's the update we have.
Yeah, I mean, so I think with what you mentioned earlier, that we allow the necessary or the important authorities take charge.
Absolutely.
A deeper investigation will be done, and where punishment ought to be meted, that punishment will be done. But let's pray this is fair to both parties. But of course, we wouldn't want to see any of these incidents in the coming days. I mean, like you mentioned, as a leader, you ought to have restraints no matter what. Absolutely. Regardless the situation, regardless where and when, you ought to exercise restraint at all times. So I think, yes, this is the first step. Investigations have been conducted to see what really led to that encounter or confrontation between these two people. So it's good GS has reacted. The ministry, of course, and teachers, we can only plead with them to, exercise some calmness. They should exercise patience whilst the authorities deal with this particular issue, Karim. So for me, I think, yes, we'll wait to see how it pans out in the coming days.
Absolutely. With just about 5 minutes to go, there's another issue I want us to touch on briefly before we go.
Which one is that?
That has to do with the letter or the statement from the Secretary to the President on behalf of the President yesterday. That has to do with participation in private award schemes.
Oh, the Momo
related events. Yes, exactly.
The Momo Awards.
Yes. So that statement that was, of course, released from the office of the President yesterday. Let me get your quick bite on that one as well.
Yeah, Karim, I think it's in place.
Yeah.
Yesterday we spoke about it. I don't know where from this quest for recognition. I don't know why we are so desperate to be seen or, to be acknowledged for what we have to do. Why did we even put you in that position or in that office? It is because we know you are competent enough to be there. So if you do your job well, why should we vote to make you the boss or to make you an awardee?
Absolutely.
Why do I have to spend my Momo on... and the Momo vote is like 5 cities or so. It's a lot.
No, people pay a lot of
Why?
money.
Yes. Why do I have to do that to just get recognition? Allow the job to speak for itself. If your agency does not incur any cost or does not run at a loss at the end of the year, then we'll applaud you like Gihawk. If you tell me Gihawk runs at a loss, it's a shame because you are selling alcohol. If we are happy, we drink. If we are sad, we drink. If we are angry, we drink. If we are happy, everything we do, we drink. So why would Gihawk run at a loss?
Absolutely.
So when you bring in more money, we'll celebrate you. That's when we say, yeah, you have done well. We'll acknowledge you. Then that one, the awards will follow. But chasing after awards, me, is strange. I don't know if it's a novelty, but it's strange to me that this is happening and CEOs are part, ministers are part. But it is good the president has intervened. Let's see how it pans out. Let's take a cue from what happened with the Dr. UN awards and the other ones. I don't know why we are so eager for recognition, but it is in good place. One thing I have also gathered is that, and you see, these organizers, some of these Momo award scheme organizers, they are very smart, Karim.
Oh yeah.
They make money. So what I heard, they went to institutions, these CEOs, these ministries, asking for sponsorship. So the CEO will surely give some 50k, 20k, 10k. What would they use it for? Then on the day of the award scheme, it's award night. You go and pay another 50k, 30k for a table.
Yeah.
And then you finish, then you give you plaque, a cheap plaque, and what's the name of the other one? Yeah. Citation. Outstanding minister. Hey, and also free him. Outstanding CEO. Free him. Who are you in competition with? Who are you competing with?
Charlie.
Water is carrying our people away. Yeah. There are communities without drinking water. There are communities without electricity. There are communities without clinics. There are communities without schools. And you are thinking about an award scheme that will say you are the outstanding or the most performing minister. Yeah, Penny, please, we don't want it. Let the work show. Then we'll applaud you. That's my take on it. So the president, yes, he has intervened. I think he has listened to us yesterday. We spoke about it yesterday. I'm sure he has listened.
No, I mean, I believe so. And, we might as well commend His Excellency the President and, of course, commend the Secretary to the President.
Yeah.
There's one thing that someone like Dr. Callistus Mahama, does, which I think inspires a lot of, hope and confidence within the Ghanaian public sector. At a time when you can say truth is lost in our society, at a time when everybody's afraid to speak up, everybody's, trying to massage the issues and all of that. He speaks with such conviction, and with such boldness and frankness that even though you might disagree with, him at some point, but you would still appreciate the fact that he's chosen to speak. And for a lot of us young people, I think that frankness is what we are looking for in our everyday, politics and leadership and governance, and he demonstrates that perfectly. And so it's beautiful that our president has somebody like him in his space or in his corner, to be, of course, taking such. So he's not the secretary to the president that is all over the place like the previous one. You had to hear about Callistus. He's just quiet in his corner, speaks when it's necessary. And then that's it, goes back into his space to do the work that he's been asked to do. And so it's good that he's come out like this to talk about this on behalf of the president. And I'm hoping that, appointees would do the needful. There's a mandate that the good people of Ghana have given the NDC as a party. And the party has formed a government to be able to achieve that mandate. It's only right and proper that the key focus is on the reset agenda, that the key focus is on building the Ghana that we want. And that's what we promise the people of Ghana. And so let's focus on that. Let's do the work that the people have asked us to do. And when we perform, the people themselves would appreciate us and applaud us and congratulate us for the good work done. I mean, event organizers are business people. They are there to do their businesses to get profits. Whatever their modus operandi is, I mean, that's how they make their money. So you cannot judge them or fault them for it. At the end of the day, it's only, our responsibility as people to ensure that we do not fall for a lot of these schemes. I don't want to call them scams, but a lot of these schemes. Because you ask yourself, what really was the criteria? What was the basis? How do you arrive at the, awardees and all of that? And clearly, you can't even find any proper roadmap or any document that shows that this is how the awardees were arrived at. But that's a conversation for another day. But and then also there's a lot of there are lots of commentary around this on social media, and some are trying to, how politics is. People have factions and sides. People are trying to tie it into. Charlie, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's needless. And before we go, let me just add that we must not allow our individual aspirations to divide us, because we are one people. So you might have your side, this person might have their side, everybody has their agenda, but we are still the same people. Let's not allow our individual interests and all of that to divide us. In the absence of nothing, Randy,
let me just before we go, a big shout out, Michiao Gilbert, what he say? Me say Momo Awards. He sent a message that I should say that in 3. So Momo Awards, you see, Munjai, CEOs, ministers, Yapamucho, and here, one say, and here, some recognition. I say, young war, Munjumem. What I say at the end of the year, ratings are Juma na we results never. For instance, look at what Combat is doing. Central is back. I mean, we refining oil. And you be applauding. What I say, look at what Edwigi Tamekule is doing. Look at what Madame Obobia is doing. And the others, what I say. And no here, and you say, Momo awards. You got Yasika na the plug my and awards my. Right. And see, Penisa. Gilbert, good morning to you. And Karen, finally, big shout out to Michael's Glams at Ogbojo. Okay. Yes. Yesterday I got my first haircut from the Michael's Glam Studios and the CEO Abigail and the team as well. Charlie, good morning to you. And
when you walked in this morning,
I told you different. to come and let them clean your hair for you.
I knew it.
Let them package the hair for you.
No, I like this one. The fans like this one. The
fans like this one.
The viewers like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that they can give you a proper and a good look with this side.
No.
Then
I don't want to touch it.
You don't want to touch it?
No. My boss will not be happy.
Okay.
You know, I cut my hair once in a year.
Okay. Yeah. So it's coming again this year.
Yeah. So it's coming this year. I'm so talking to the ghost to see.
But pass by, let them trim your beard.
Which one?
Your beard. Your beard. Yeah. Let them trim your beard.
My madam likes it. She plays with it.
Okay. It's also a fun case. But I don't know what to say again. But big shout out. Thank you so much, Michael's Glams as well. And the other persons there.
All right, viewers. And so that's how we draw the curtains for today. We'll catch you again, same time, 7 a.m. tomorrow. A big thank you to the team, to all of you for being a part of this. It is bye-bye for now.